Breaking news from Los Angeles County: devastating wildfires fueled by powerful Santa Ana winds reaching speeds of up to 80 miles per hour continue to ravage communities. Over 2,000 structures destroyed, more than 427,000 residents without power. The largest fires in Eaton Canyon and Pacific Palisades remain uncontained as firefighters struggle with inadequate water supplies. This catastrophic event marks another unprecedented natural disaster in what experts are calling an extraordinary series of climate-related emergencies. Peace, family. Larry here from New Jersey, bringing you hidden history and biblical mystery, raw and unfiltered. What we just witnessed in California ain't just another wildfire. It's a sign, a warning, part of a divine pattern that's been unfolding right before our eyes. Before we dive deeper, let me share something powerful with you. The words of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 29. Now listen close, family, because this prophecy got two parts. What the Most High did back then to Israel, and what he's doing right now to those who've taken our inheritance. Woe to Ariel, the city where David dwelt. Now see, this first part is talking about ancient Jerusalem, Ariel, the city of David. The Most High is telling us about how he had to deal with our ancestors when they went astray. Add you year to year, let them kill sacrifices. Yet I will distress Ariel, and there shall be heaviness and sorrow, and it shall be unto me as Ariel, and I will camp against thee round about, and will lay siege against thee with a mount, and I will raise forts against thee, and thou shalt be brought down, and shalt speak out of the ground, and thy speech shall be low out of the dust, and thy voice shall be as of one that hath a familiar spirit out of the ground, and thy speech shall whisper out of the dust. That's what happened to our ancestors. The Most High had to humble them, bring them low, because they turned away from his laws. But watch what happens next. The prophecy shifts to our time, to what's happening right now, to those who've oppressed us. Moreover, the multitude of thy strangers shall be like small dust, and the multitude of the terrible ones shall be as chaff that passeth away. Yea, it shall be at an instant suddenly. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. Now we're talking about today, these strangers and terrible ones. That's these nations who've taken over our land, who've hidden our true identity, and look what's happening to them. Thunder, earthquakes, storms, fire. Exactly what we're seeing with these California wildfires, and the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. Hold up right there. Let me show you something from Psalms 83 that connects directly to this. The prophet Asaph saw the same thing coming. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. You see that? The same nations coming against God's people. And look what they said. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. they are confederate against thee. And then the Most High exposes exactly who these nations are. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. These same nations that tried to destroy our people back then, they're still moving today, trying to keep us from knowing our true identity. But watch what Isaiah says happens to them. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he waketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he waketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion. This right here is talking about these modern nations who think they got everything under control. They think they eating good, drinking good, living high off what they stole from us. But the Most High is saying it's all going to be like a dream. They're going to wake up and find themselves empty. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. See how this part is addressing them directly. These modern nations staggering around spiritually blind. Their leaders and scholars can't see what's really happening. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. The Most High is exposing how their wisdom has failed them. Their smartest scholars, their highest educated, they can't understand the truth. And their common people can't understand it either. Why? Wherefore the Lord said, forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. This is the judgment happening right now. Their wisdom perishing, their understanding being hidden, while the Most High is waking up his people to their true identity. Now let me take you deeper.
Listen, everything I say, family, take it with a love without it. Give it a listen. If it applies to you, run with it. And if it don't apply,
the apocalypse of Abraham shows us exactly how these judgments gonna play out. The Most High took Abraham up to the heavenly realms, showed him the Garden of Eden and its fruits, showed him the source of the stream issuing from it, showed him those who behaved righteously. And Abraham, being humble despite all these divine visions, said something profound. O eternal mighty one, I am no longer in the glory in which I was while on high, and what my soul longed to understand in my heart, I do not understand. Feel that humility. Even after seeing all these heavenly visions, Abraham knew there was more to understand. And check out how the Most High responded. What is desired in thine heart I will tell thee, because thou hast sought to see the 10 plagues which I have prepared for the heathen, and have prepared beforehand at the passing over of the 12th hour of the earth. Then Abraham asked something that speaks directly to our time. O eternal mighty one, will you again destroy the creation as in the days of the flood? And will the impious ones again increase in number on the earth? Listen to the Most High's response. Yes, they will increase, and I will not again destroy the creation with water, but I will judge the creation with fire at the last time. Now, for my regular viewers, y'all already know the truth about this land, America. For those just joining us today, led here by the Most High's guidance, let me drop some knowledge that's been hidden from you. The truth lies right here in these California fires. Family, the Most High is revealing something deep about exactly where this judgment is falling. Our history in this land goes back way further than they want you to know. See, what's burning right now in Eaton Canyon? That's the land of our ancestors who lived there for thousands of years before the colonizers came. And I ain't just talking about ancient history. I'm talking about a continuous presence of our people in these exact places where the fires are hitting now. The colonizers tried to separate us from our identity, calling us different names through history. First Native Americans, then Latino, then Black, trying to make us forget who we really are. But the blood of Abraham runs through all these labels they put on us. The proof is right in front of everyone's eyes. African Americans are the second largest racial group in America. Think about it. How could a people supposedly brought here as slaves become such a large part of the population? Because we were already here. We are the original people of this land. Between 1850 and 1935, they lynched 350 of our people in California. They didn't care what label they put on us, whether they called us Native, Latino, or Black. They knew we were the same people they were trying to destroy. That's why the Most High is bringing judgment on these specific places. Look at Altadena burning right now. When our people started waking up to who we really are, moving back into these areas in the 1960s and 70s, the white folks fled. The community went from almost all white to 47% white and 31% Black by 2000. Today it's 53.2% white and 19.6% Black. They tried everything to keep us out. Racial covenants explicitly saying non-Caucasians couldn't buy property, redlining to deny us loans, even violence. In Pasadena, they wouldn't hire Black teachers in the 1930s. Our people had to sit in segregated movie theaters, couldn't eat in certain restaurants. In 1952, they were bombing Black homes in Los Angeles. 2 houses on S. Dunsmuir Avenue, where Black families had just moved in, blown up while people were inside. Now look at exactly where these fires are hitting. Altadena residents along Kenalowa Canyon Road, Outpost Lane, Glen Springs Road, Northern Hastings Ranch, La Cañada Flint Ridge, parts of Glendale, all through Pacific Palisades and Calabasas. Every single one of these places has a history of oppressing our people. Over 7,000 structures destroyed, people running to evacuation centers. Arcadia Community Center El Camino, Rio Charter High School, Pasadena Convention Center, Pomona, Fairplex, Westwood Recreation Center. This is exactly what the Most High showed Abraham would happen. Remember what Abraham asked? O eternal mighty one, lo, the people that spring from me, whom thou hast accepted, the hordes of the heathen do plunder, and some they kill, while others they hold fast as aliens. And the temple they have burnt with fire, and the beautiful things therein they do rob and destroy. Look what's happening to their institutions. They're symbols of power. The Getty Villa with all its stolen antiquities. Fire reached right up to their doorstep. Will Rogers' historic ranch house destroyed the Bunny Museum in Altadena with its 50,000 items. Gone. Everything they built on our stolen land is burning, and this ain't normal fire season. This is January, when it's supposed to be rainy season in California, but the Santa Ana winds are hitting 80 miles per hour. The worst drought conditions they've ever seen. The Most High is turning everything upside down. This is exactly what he showed Abraham. And I saw in the cloud men and women weeping, and their voices reached to heaven. And I saw the earth disturbed, and the waves of the sea raging, and the sun darkened, and the moon turned to blood, and the stars falling, and the mountains shaken. The prophecy is clear about what happens next. The Most High told Abraham, then shall righteous men of thy seed be left in the number which is kept secret by me, hastening in the glory of my name to the place prepared beforehand for them. And they shall live and be established through sacrifices and gifts of righteousness and truth in the age of the righteous, and shall rejoice in me continually. Family, we're living in prophetic times. These fires in California, their judgment on those who've oppressed us, who've tried to hide our identity, who've stolen our land. But for us, this is about restoration, about reclaiming our true identity and our divine inheritance. As we wrap up today's message, I want you to meditate on this. Think about how precise the Most High's judgment is, hitting the exact places where they displaced our people, where they enforced segregation, where they used violence to try to keep us from our inheritance. This ain't random, family. This is prophecy unfolding right before our eyes. Stay woke, stay vigilant, and above all, stay connected to the truth. The Most High is moving, the prophecies are fulfilling, and our redemption is drawing near. Peace and wisdom to you all.